Hi, welcome back for Magic Tree House number 12, Polar Bears Past Bedtime. And today we're going to be reading chapter 2, titled The Howling. Yesterday we started our story. Jack and Annie are going to the Arctic. Is the Arctic a very cold place, or is the Arctic a very hot place or climate? I hope you said cold, because you're right, it's cold. The Arctic is a very cold place on our planet. So cold that there are certain animals that can't survive there or live there. Now, Jack got scared because they are still in their pajamas, remember? But Morgan told him not to worry, that she would be sending someone to meet them. So I hope today we get to see who Jack and Annie are going to meet in chapter 2. I hope you made your predictions yesterday so that we can learn today what happens and see if your predictions were correct. Chapter 2 is titled The Howling. The air was crisp and cold. Jack and Annie shivered. They looked out the window at the dark gray sky. The treehouse was on the ground. There were no trees. There were no houses. Only an endless field of ice and snow. Morgan and the owl were gone. Read the riddle, said Annie. Her teeth were chattering. Jack unrolled the scroll and he read, I cover what's real and hide what's true. But sometimes I bring out the courage in you. What am I? I'm going to read it one more time for you because we know riddles are very important in these books. I cover what's real and I hide what's true. But sometimes I bring out the courage in you. What am I? We just talked about courage 2 weeks ago, didn't we? Courage is when you get up the nerve to try something that scares you or something you've always been afraid of doing, and all of a sudden you try. That's having courage. So what do you think covers what's real and hides what's true, but sometimes it brings out the courage in you or the strength in you? I'd better write it down, Jack said, shivering. He pulled out his notebook and copied the riddle, and then he opened up the book, and he found a picture of a barren white field, and he read, The Arctic tundra is a treeless plain. During the dark winter, it is covered with snow and ice. In early spring, snow falls, but the sky begins to get lighter. During the summer seasons, the snow and ice melt, and the sun shines for 24 hours a day. It must be early spring right now, said Jack. There's snow, but the sky is a little light still. He turned the picture, and there was a picture of a man wearing a hooded coat with a fur rim. Hey, look at this guy, said Jack. He showed Annie the picture. We need his coat, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. Listen to this, and he read out loud. Remember, these are the captions underneath the pictures. This seal hunter wears sealskin clothing to protect him from icy winds. Before modern times, native people of the Arctic lived by hunting seals and caribou, polar bears, and whales. Jack took out his notebook and wrote down his notes. The Arctic. Seal hunters wear sealskin. Sealskin. Seal. Skin. It's a compound word. Sealskin. Compound word. He was too cold to write anymore. He clutched his pack against his chest and blew on his fingers. He wished he were back home in bed again. Morgan said someone was coming to meet us, said Annie. If they don't come soon, we're going to freeze to death, said Jack. It's getting darker and colder. Shh, listen, said Annie. A howling sound came from the distance, and then more howling and more. What's that? Said Jack. They looked out the window. Snow was falling now, and it was hard for them to see. The howling grew louder and louder. It was mixed with yipping and yelping noises. Jack and Annie saw dark shapes coming through the snow. They seemed to be running right toward the treehouse. Wolves, said Annie. Great, that's all we need, said Jack. We're freezing, and now a pack of wolves are coming for us. Jack pulled Annie into the corner of the treehouse, and they huddled close together. The howling got louder and louder. It sounded as if the wolves were circling the treehouse and whining and yelping. Jack couldn't stand it any longer. He grabbed the Arctic book. Maybe this can help us, he said. He searched for a picture of wolves. Oh, hi, Annie said. Jack looked up and he caught his breath. A man was looking through the treehouse window. His face was surrounded by fur. It was the seal hunter from the Arctic book. Chapter 3 is called Mush. Mush? What do you think that chapter is going to be about? I know mush is being like a cereal, mushy type of substance that you eat. I wonder what this mush is. Maybe like mud that you can mush and squish your foot into. Make your predictions. Let someone know. What do you think? Chapter 3, mush, which I saw that exclamation mark, which means they are serious about it too. Make your predictions, and we'll see you next time for Magic Treehouse, Chapter 3. Bye-bye.